The story begins with chaos and destruction in a village. A villager is interrogated about the whereabouts of a map, a complete map. However, despite using violence, the complete map still has not been found. The plane then headed to a place called Hori Town. That day Didi got up in the morning happily, and immediately headed somewhere with a skateboard. Everyone in town knows and greets Didi. A beautiful city, Hori Town. Didi was about to meet Mr. Adden. Mr. Adden was already waiting. Didi has two best friends named Jojo, and another named Nana. The three of them met Mr. Adden. They entered a house which was filled with books neatly lined up on shelves. Apart from Pax, Grandma Tortoise was also one of the elders in the city of Hori, and most of the books there were written by Grandma Tortoise. They then met Mr. Adden, who was in the living room and was having a discussion with the mayor and several other people. Didi asked what was wrong that made Mr. Adden call them. The mayor then spoke to Didi and his friends that he had heard from Mr. Adden that the three of them were skilled and often helped Mr. Adden. So the mayor has agreed to appoint Didi, Jojo, and Nana to organize this year's City Hooray birthday concert, and Didi is the group leader. Is it true? Of course Mr. Adden believes in the three of them to take care of the concert. Suddenly Mr. Bear signed up to join in, and wanted to be the main star of the concert. Mr. Bear is thrilled to be involved and is going to make an announcement for everyone in town. Granny Tortoise is also there. They will be getting ready to do the task together, for Hori Town's birthday. Hori City Square preparations for the concert have begun to appear. Nana begins to paint the artwork that will beautify their concert. Didi was satisfied with some of the preparations they had done. Didi then walked through the city park and saw Mr. Bears there, sitting alone, and looking sad. Didi then greeted Mr. Bear, and asked if Mr. Bear was okay. Is Mr. Bear not happy to be the main star of the concert? Mr. Bear was pleased, of course, because he had been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. It's just that Mr. Bear is not confident because he feels that he doesn't have a good voice. Didi encouraged Mr. Bear that their concert had to be perfect. Mr. Bear is getting restless. He has to practice a lot to be really perfect. Hearing the complaint, then Didi seemed to be thinking about something. Granny Tortoise had guests early in the morning. They were Mr. Bear and Mrs. Bear. Jojo and Nana also just got there, and asked if Mr. Bear was okay. Mr. Bear replied that he was not fine, but Jojo and Nana were surprised to hear Mr. Bear's voice. His voice changed. Grandma Tortoise asked how Mr. Bear's voice could change. Yesterday Mr. Bear ate fruit haha. Mr. Bear heard that haha fruit can make his voice good. But after eating the fruit, the bear's voice changed to what it is now. Grandma Tortoise asked, where did Mr. Bear get that information? Suddenly Didi is there and says that he was the one who told the bear. A few days ago Didi read a book written by a tortoise grandmother, and there was information that the haha fruit could make a good voice. Grandmother Turtle then asked for the book that Didi was reading, looked at the section that contained this information, and it turned out that Didi had read the wrong book. The fruit haha only made the bad voice go away. Mr. Bear was shocked and screamed hysterically. Mr. Bear didn't want to lose his voice. Jojo advised Didi that what Didi had done was not to try. Didi's intention was only to help Mr. Bear. Grandma Tortoise walked slowly to the bookshelf to get a book about medicine. But Mr. Bear quickly helped, by taking the bookshelf. Granny took one of the books. That there are many herbs that must be collected to heal Mr. Bear's voice. There are 8. Mr. Bear was happy. Only 8 plants, that's not much. But it turns out there are 864 types of plants that must be collected. Everyone was surprised to hear such a large number. It will take a long time. Is there another way? Of course there is another way. According to legend written in the book that far across the forest of Hora, there is a magic medicine that can cure all diseases. The medicine is deep in the cave, on a floating island, filled with all kinds of obstacles and challenges. The island is called the Island of Legend. Didi volunteered to go to Legend Island and cure Mr. Bear's voice. Jojo interjects that the island is far away. Mr. Bear asked Grandma how to get to the floating island. Don't worry, they can fly with airships. Suddenly Mr. Addon is standing there giving a solution. Again, Didi offered to be Mr. Addon's co-pilot. However, Mr. Addon only wants him and Mr. Bear to go to the floating island, because they are worried that Didi will mess things up. Even though he was appointed as the group leader, it seems that Didi is still reckless in doing things. And that resulted in them all being where they are today. Didi and his friends have to focus on preparing for the concert.